We originally recorded this album with this guy named Larry Packer, who had a studio in Maryland that we worked with a lot back in the early days of Clutch.
We worked a lot with him over the years. At that point, I think we wanted to stay local and we wanted to go back to the guy that we felt most comfortable recording with.
We did all the tracking for the basic tracks in his basement. 2 8-at tapes, I believe.
He had a very small drum room in his basement. So, I mean, the ceiling was maybe 7 feet high and the room itself was probably no bigger than 12 by 15, maybe. It was a real small room. We had to get creative in the way that we recorded those drums. They're intentionally a little lo-fi sounding. We kept a lot of the ring that you hear in the snare drum, and everything is sort of recorded in a really dry kind of a way. We wanted to make sure that you really heard the impact of the drum. And so it was all a very conscious effort to make it sound different than other records that were coming out at the time. We wanted to try making a transition between Big News 1 and Big News 2.
It was probably Neil's idea to link Big News 1 and 2 together, just because of the vocals. I think it might have been John Paul's idea in the first place to do the backwards stuff.
Recording a riff, turning it around, and using that as a segue into Big News 2. So we recorded the riff and we actually turned it around on the tape, and then Tim played some stuff over top of it, and we managed to get those pieces to line up. When it came time to do the actual album sequence, we actually brought in, at that time, what was a brand new technology called Pro Tools, and there was an engineer who specialized in Pro Tools. So the thing that we sort of mocked up in the studio, he made happen in a very primitive form of Pro Tools. And so there's actually some very early digital technology on that record.